Okay, baby. A lot of people, this is gonna be salty for a lot of y'all. A lot of people do not want to see you succeed. And that's just the truth of the matter. A lot of people want to see you fail. A lot of people want to see you in pain. A lot of people want to see you on some Judas snake-ish, okay? And that's just the fact of life. When you're shining, when you are one of God's chosen ones, you are going to see a lot of people out of the woodwork that try to wish for your demise. They evil eye you. They try to wish for your downfall. They see you succeeding. They see you shining. Where does this jealousy and spite come from? It comes from knowing that you came from the bottom. You came from the exact same place they did. And because they didn't put in the work, because they didn't heal their childhood traumas, because they didn't heal their intergenerational abuse, they're envious. They're jealous. Why? Because you were strong enough to spread your wings and fly. You were strong enough to sit with yourself in the loneliness of the void and face your childhood traumas. You are God's chosen one. You are God in the flesh. And because you know this, and because you know that you walk with God in love and not fear, folks will pray death upon you. And that sounds super dramatic, but coming from where I come from, and my first cousin, one of the most beautiful model-esque women that you will ever meet, heart beautiful inside and outside. Yo, y'all, she got homicided because she was such a walking angel on earth from 3 jealous heifers, okay? So this is coming from life experience. This is coming from my own experience. If you guys know my history, I did come from a really rags to riches kind of childhood. My birth mother being the first jealous, envious person to me. Birth mother being very abusive, almost like Precious's mom off that movie Precious. Same thing, okay? And that's what dark entities will do. Dark entities will come in the shape, in the form of your friends, your best friends, your childhood friends, your family, your own parents, your own siblings, okay? Sometimes on this earth we reincarnate with our enemies. And that's just a tough soul contract that we all have to face. So you're going to have to understand, baby, that this world is not all sunshine and rainbows, and that because you are of the light, because you have a high frequency, because you choose to see love and kindness in people, that you are going to be targeted. Okay? You are going to be targeted because of this light that you have, because of this eminent strength. Because believe it or not, the strong are kind. In this world where there's so many times where other people would have failed. Other people would have gave up and said, no, F it, I'm not doing this anymore. But you chose to stay on. You chose to soldier up because you're strong. You are God's chosen one. You walk with God. Okay? So that is why they want you. That is why they're out to get you. That is why they want you to fail. That is why they evil eye your ass. Okay? Because you're a success. You're a born success story. You're following your dreams. You're smashing goals. You're succeeding in life. You're beautiful inside and out. You love yourself. You're on your forgiveness path. You're abundant. And because of this, y'all have to detox friendships. You got to detox family. That whole blood is thicker than water is one of the most toxic things you could ever tell somebody. A lot of us were born with contracts where our families are actually our worst enemies. And they're actually karmic contracts for us to finally learn in this life to break those ties, to break those karmic contracts, to break those soul ties out of self-love. This lifetime is one of the most pinnacle lifetimes that you will ever have, where you are given the power to make free will choices to break toxic soul contracts. And that includes with family, childhood best friends, communities, places, environments, and things. Just because you came from the hood doesn't mean you owe the hood anything. Like, you don't have to live there. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, give scholarships, help those other people out of the hood because you were once there. Give money to the kids that are still struggling in poverty. Give them hope and faith and tell them, baby, if I can become one with light, one with high frequency, living my dream life, then so can you. Of course, don't bounce from your hood and don't try to help the other little kids, but you know what I mean. Just because you were born in a certain place doesn't mean you have to stay there. That's not growth. That's sometimes for most folks stagnancy, because when you go out into this world, you'll notice that this world is so big, beautiful, and happy, you guys. You'll notice that a lot of your old friends, a lot of your family turned into bitterness. They turned their sadness and child abuse and intergenerational trauma, and they turned bitter. They started choosing closed heart. They started not trusting anybody. The strong are kind, the strong are loving, the strong are patient. Especially when you have a high love frequency, you're intuitive. You have gangster intuition. You know who's shady. You know who to stay away from. When you have a high frequency, like high love frequency, you attract everything. You walk in your genuine integrity. You're authentic. There's no more dumbing yourself down. There's no more dimming your light for these people to make them comfortable, because they, you'll notice a lot of your old friends, detox your friendships. You did more for them than they ever did for you. You were the sparkle to the relationship. It was your beautiful eyes seeing them in the face of love that made them beautiful. It was all you. This includes also loving relationships. What made them beautiful was your perception, because you're such a beautiful person. Meanwhile, they were down, dirty, narcissistic, using ass people in your life that God sent to show you self-respect, self-worth, and self-love. And that in order to walk on this high frequency, this millionaire, this billionaire energy, you have to recognize, you have to be a professional at recognizing snakes in the grass at a young age. If you had a rough childhood, it's most likely because you were going to be given kingdomhood, the kingdom, which is the riches of life, the fruits of life, the millionaire lifestyle, the high frequencies, the good friendships where we network, we talk about businesses and helping our children, helping our mothers. Those conversations, not conversations about, oh, did you hear what Sandra's doing next door? Or, oh, Jacob is such a little whore. No, we're not talking about any kind of bitterness or any kind of gossip. We're not engaging that. Unless you're talking about how to make this world a better place, how to make our bag, how to travel the world, then I'm out. Let's talk about business. Let's talk about inventory. Okay? A lot of people will hate you for that. You got to start recognizing that a lot of your friendships you have grown out of, and you carried them the whole entire time. You got to notice friendships, childhood, your aunties, even grandmothers and grandpas. That whole respect your elders is also BS. Okay? Don't fall for that. We have elders out here with the mentality of a 12-year-old. Hella demonic, very demonic, unhealed old people that just happen to live till 100 years old. I don't know you ish. Okay, that whole respect your elders, that's some BS. Like my forte is working with youth, teenagers, and I have met so many starseed children that are straight from Jupiter, Uranus, because they tell me about their past lives at age 3, age 4. They talk about their most recent childhoods and shit. And they open up about having lives in like Jupiter, Uranus, which is, there is lives. Of course, there's other life out there. It's just that we're on this planet at this time because you're a gangster ass spirit and you chose to come and spread the light and the love. You chose to expose the demonic ones. You chose to strengthen and heighten the frequency. God put a whole bunch of folks out here that did not fit into their family, that did not fit in their community, that did not fit in their family to change the vibration. You are the chosen one. You have a high frequency. You came here to change the vibration. You came here to change the book. And they will hate you for that. And you know what? That's okay. Because you have your protection prayers. You protect yourself with the white light of the Holy Spirit. Always, every single day. You make that shield. What I do every single day is I make the white light of the Holy Spirit before I leave my house. Cutting the cords. I put mirrors all around myself outside of the white light of the Holy Spirit, the mirrors, so when I get evil-eyed from lizards, demonic entities, very unhealed people, it goes back to them. Okay? I do that respectfully. So they can learn what you perceive in people is what you need to heal within yourself. All right? So that's what I do every single day, because I used to be so damn empathic. I used to take in other people's emotions. Someone's sad, I would be crying. Someone's angry, I'd be angry. So I had to learn how to protect myself. Hella psychic since childhood. Used to like see spirits so fucking clear as a child. Definitely so much change is happening for you. So don't feel guilty. Release all shame, release all guilt. Even say that prayer. I release all shame, I release all guilt for having healthy boundaries and cutting out these people. I release all shame and I release all guilt for sticking up for myself. I release all shame, I release all guilt for speaking up for myself. I release all shame and I release all guilt for ghosting people. I release all shame and I release all guilt for speaking my truth in a diplomatic, compassionate way. And if you're struggling with having healthy boundaries and cutting people out of your life, Ask God to help you. God, please help me have these healthy boundaries. God, please help me to cut people out of my life who are no longer serving me. God, please help me shut out the half-ass, shady relationships where they throw subtle shade any chance they get to try wish for my downfall, to try bring me down. Please bring out the snakes, God, because I'm moving up in my life. And I need you to show me who deserves to come with me to these next levels. And that's what God will do. When you ask God to get in a better career, when you ask for more following, when you ask for more money, when you ask to travel the world, God is going to show you some snakes because they're not meant to be with you in this next level. They're not meant to be with you when you're making 6-7 figures. They're not meant to be with you when you're walking a different path. They're in the past. And that's not saying you're better than nobody. It's just frequencies don't align. You bless them with love on their journey. That's it. Forgive them, let go, let God. Bless them on their journey and you go with them on your journey. You don't have to break bread with them and eat at the same table. Love them from a distance, okay? This is coming from somebody. I had to put a restraining order on my own birth mom 10 years ago. And my auntie. I've been dealing with this shit-ish. I had good practice growing up. That's all I'm going to say. So you'll start to notice there's so much beauty in this world. There's so much beauty in this world. When you get rid of old toxicity from the past, God's going to open up better, higher frequency relationships, more loving people. You're going to be taught healthy boundaries that you were not taught growing up, because a lot of toxic environment childhoods did not show healthy boundaries. And now that you're starting to love yourself and make these healthy boundaries and make your own heaven on earth, it's going to start really showing you this best relationship in the world, which is with yourself. You're born alone, you die alone. Okay? Detox your friendships and say that prayer. I release all guilt and shame for having these healthy boundaries and for ghosting people and not answering people back. Okay? Detox these friendships. You'll notice a lot of people can come around when they want something. Users, energy vampires. You'll lose your mother, you'll lose your sister. Never hear from them once in, for condolences or I'm sorry that happened, even though they knew and they seen and they heard. Never hollered at you to say, I'm sorry you lost your sister, I'm sorry you lost your daughter, I'm sorry you lost your mother, I'm sorry you lost your dog you had for 12 years. But when it comes to them wanting something, yo, they'll be all over you. Those are users. That's a big red flag. When you have nosy people from your childhood who only come around when they want something or they're nosy-ish, pick up on that. Ghost them. Don't feel guilty for ghosting them. Ask God to give you the strength to ghost them. Healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. When you wash away the past, let go and let God, forgive. Forgive them all with love. Let them go. When you do that, when you let them go with love and forgive them, God makes room for higher frequency relationships. Y'all, this world is so beautiful. This world, there's so much happy beautifulness in this world, you guys. This world is abundant. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of friendships. There's a lot of romantic partners. It's so abundant. This world is so rich and abundant. God's going to send you higher frequency friends. It's happened in my own life. And it continues to happen. It's like when God closes a window of the past, which was minuscule to begin with and half-ass, it's like he busts open like the Kool-Aid guy a big motherfucking wall full of great friendships, high frequency friendships, more money, better. Okay, and that's facts. That's just how it works. Energy attracts energy. You're growing. Yes, mourn a little bit, make some goodbye letters and burn it on a full moon, but welcome in the new energy and the new beginnings. Why? Because you are worthy. That's another affirmation I need you to practice. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am good enough. Say this to yourself 100 times a day for the next 21 days. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am good enough. Why? Because I am. Because I am God's chosen one. And because I am safe in God's arm. No matter where I go, to the Amazon, to Mother effing South Africa, to Colombia and the Shanties. Yo, I got God. I am always safe. I am always good. And no matter where I came from, what I've been through, what my past is, I am worthy. I am deserving. I am good enough. Because you are. And that's the most powerful prayer that I need you to say. Okay? So I love you. I love you, and I'm excited for your beautiful, beautiful life. You deserve your gorgeous, beautiful life. You deserve the tastiness of the fruits of love and real, authentic relationships. And do not feel guilty for leaving and ghosting people. Because guaranteed God opens, like I said, big ass Kool-Aid windows for better friendships, more money, and better opportunities. This world is an abundant universe, okay? I love you so much, and I'll see you next time on Cherish Love Talks.